Welcome back to another episode on the MLD Balls page. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Houston Rockets with Amen Thompson. All right, so like I said, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about Amen Thompson, especially with him breaking out this year. He's been debatably the most improved player, but we don't give that award to second-year players. He has been phenomenal offensively. Offensively, the Houston Rockets have become one of the better lineups in the NBA when Amen Thompson is in the game, just causing havoc. The problem with the Houston Rockets last year, in my opinion, is that they were asking too much point guard duties out of him. They were asking him to go run the one and just be that guy. They didn't know what position he was. He played the 1 through 5 last year for the Houston Rockets. When Sengun was out, he was essentially their center. He was guarding the paint. He was just being the guy in the paint. The paint was his. And that's when the Houston Rockets card kind of started snapping when Sengun went out and they just let Amen be free. I think that time where Sengun was out kind of was a blessing in disguise, not because Jalen Green was hot, but because it showed the Houston Rockets that Amen is just a Swiss Army knife. Like he's not the type of guy that is a point guard. Honestly, Amen Thompson, his biggest weaknesses are 3-point shooting and his handle. I think that's his only weaknesses, and that he is going out and trying to develop those skills, but that doesn't mean that's who he is just because he's working on it. Yeah, he's trying to become a better shooter, and he has. He's trying to become a better dribbler, and he is becoming that. Did you see him game Jaylen Brown the other day? Like, Amen is improving. Amen has become better, but he's not a point guard. He's a Swiss Army knife. He could do it all. I think they finally asking him to be himself, and I love that for Amen. The Houston Rockets, they should bench Jalen Green. Jalen Green is a guy who I think is an inefficient scorer, and he isn't that good at shooting threes. So why not add Amen, who could be the best defensive player debatably on the team and your defensive identity team? Like maybe your best defensive player is coming off the bench, and like there's no reason for Jalen Green. Jalen Green is not that guy. I know you drafted him number 2 overall, but there's no problem with having a 6-man of the year come off the bench. You know, why is the 6-man of the year starting? That's the problem with the Houston Rockets. They've been having a bench player start, and it's because he was a 2nd overall pick. The fact that he went 2nd overall was kind of hard, put him on the bench, especially if no one's outshining him. But now you have the 4th overall pick, and he's outshining him. And you have Dillon Brooks, who could go play shooting guard. Dillon Brooks is a guy who you got to win now. You got for a win now move. And you got Amen Thompson for the future. You got Amen Thompson for now also. The Dallas Mavericks, the Houston Rockets, they're a team that they weren't even trying to take calls for De'Aaron Fox because they're so bought in on Amen that they don't even want to change anything yet. They got a good thing going on with Amen, and I love that for them. Amen and the Houston Rockets, I hate to say it, but right now they're a first-round exit with possibly the head coach of the year. They're a first-round exit with the head coach of the year and a future 6-man of the year. And Amen Thompson, what is he? What is he, man? Amen Thompson, could he be a guy that wins a defensive player of the year? Is he a guy that wins MVP? Is Amen an MVP? What do y'all think in the comment section? Let me know below. Does he win over or under 0.5 most valuable players? Does Amen Thompson ever win an NBA MVP? I saw that he had a note to become the greatest player of all time. It was his birthday this weekend, and he said that one day he's going to be the best player ever when he was just a toddler. And hey, he's on that path, literally. Like it sucks that Wemby's on his timeline because Wemby's probably going to be the GOAT. But hey, for what he set for himself as a young man, I'm love to see that for him. Love to see people be where they at, especially when they're as successful as Amen. Amen for Amen. First round exit, but you're gonna love to see it. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Have a nice day, and yeah, God bless.